I've never told anyone this in detail before, but tonight I feel like I have to. What happened to me on Route 66 still keeps me awake after all these years. It wasn't just a strange night or a creepy coincidence. It was something darker, something that still follows me in my dreams. If you think ghost stories are just fiction, then listen carefully, because this one really happened to me.
The truck on Route 66. I never thought I'd be sitting here, writing this down, but I need someone to hear it, someone to believe me. It happened 2 years ago, on an empty stretch of Route 66, just outside Arizona. I was driving home after visiting my mom. It was late, close to midnight. My playlist was playing softly, headlights cutting through the darkness. I wasn't tired. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't hallucinating. What I'm about to tell you really happened to me. The desert night was still, too still. No wind, no crickets, nothing. Just the hum of my tires against the cracked asphalt. That's when I noticed a pair of headlights in my rearview mirror, far back, but steady. At first, I didn't think much. Route 66 isn't exactly crowded, but trucks and late-night travelers use it. The lights grew closer. Too close. Within minutes, a massive semi-truck was tailing me. Its high beams flooded my car, blinding me through the mirrors. I squinted, muttered a curse, and tried to speed up a little. But no matter how fast I went, the truck stayed glued to my bumper, lights burning holes into the back of my skull. That's when the honking started. Long, angry blasts that shook the night. The driver revved the engine, the roar echoing across the desert. My hands tightened on the wheel. I pulled slightly to the right, signaling for him to pass. But he didn't. Instead, the truck swerved dangerously, jerking left and right, as if he was hurting me. My chest tightened. Something wasn't right. I could feel it in my gut. This wasn't road rage. This wasn't a tired driver. This was deliberate. I pressed harder on the gas, the needle climbing past 80. The truck matched me. 90. 95. He stayed right there, headlights searing, horn blaring. Then, for the first time, I saw the driver, or at least I thought I did. The cab's interior was lit by the dashboard glow, and through the windshield I caught a glimpse of a face, a pale, expressionless face. His eyes didn't blink, they just stared. My stomach dropped. He wasn't angry. He wasn't even humanly frustrated. He looked hollow. I tried to dial 911, fumbling with my phone while keeping one eye on the road. But before I could even press call, the truck swerved again, its grill nearly smashing into my bumper. My phone slipped from my sweaty hand and clattered to the floor. "Please, please, God," I whispered. Up ahead, I saw an old abandoned gas station, its flickering neon sign barely alive, buzzing weakly in the dark. I thought maybe, just maybe, if I pulled in, the truck would keep driving. I swerved sharply into the lot, tires screeching. The truck roared past, or so I thought. I killed my headlights and ducked low in my seat, heart pounding like a war drum. The night was silent again. For a moment, I thought I'd lost him. My chest loosened. Then I heard it, the deep, guttural rumble of an engine. Slowly, it circled back. The semi pulled into the lot. Its headlights swept across the gas station walls, across the cracked pavement, across my car. I held my breath, praying he wouldn't see me. But the beam stopped directly on me, flooding my car in white light. The horn blared, long and deafening. I panicked, slammed my car into drive and tore out of the lot, gravel spring. The truck followed instantly, tires screaming against the asphalt. My little car shook as I floored it, but I could hear the thunder of the semi behind me, getting closer. It wasn't just a chase anymore. It was a hunt. Every time I thought of braking and letting him pass, he swerved violently, threatening to crush me. My vision blurred with tears, my knuckles white on the wheel. Then the unthinkable happened. The truck surged forward and slammed the back of my car. Metal crunched, my head snapped forward. I nearly lost control. He hit me again. And again. Each impact shoved me closer to the shoulder where the desert dropped into darkness. I don't know how I survived the next mile. Somehow, adrenaline took over. I swerved sharply, cutting across the center line and veering onto a side road I barely saw. My car fishtailed but held. The truck roared past, unable to make the turn. For the first time that night, I was alone. I pulled over, shaking violently, chest heaving. The desert was silent. Too silent. I thought it was over, but as I wiped my tears and looked in the rearview mirror, my blood froze. Far down the road, at the edge of the darkness, 2 headlights had reappeared. I didn't wait. I drove again, but this time I didn't go home. I found the nearest motel, parked behind it, and sat in my car until the sun came up. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even breathe normally. Every time a truck passed on the highway, I shook. When daylight finally came, I walked to the highway patrol station to file a report. The officer listened, nodding slowly, then asked for details. I gave him everything. Route 66, midnight, a pale man in the cab. The officer's face went pale. He closed his notepad and said quietly, "Son, that stretch of Route 66 hasn't been used by truckers in over 20 years. No rigs take that road anymore. And the truck you're describing, we've had reports of it for decades. Always the same, always chasing, always vanishing." I stared at him, my throat dry. "What are you saying?" I whispered. The officer met my eyes. "I'm saying you weren't chased by a man. A ghost chased you."
Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still hear the low hum of that truck engine in the distance, as if it's waiting for me on some lonely stretch of highway. I've avoided Route 66 ever since, But sometimes, late at night, I wonder if that thing is still out there, hunting for its next passenger. If you ever find yourself driving alone in the dark, and you see a truck with headlights too bright, don't stop, don't even look, just keep driving and pray it's not the same one I saw.